Is that Mike? Wow. That's my YouTube editor. Jesus Christ. Oh, so close. Well, not 3-0. Get over here. I got a little image of the map to give as much breakdown as possible. So obviously on Party Crasher, you start off on two sides. One thing I want to start off with team composition. If you're playing pubs, team composition really doesn't matter, right? You're playing pubs, you're going for a good time. This is mainly going to be for 3 stacks. It's going to help you guys like understand the map a little bit better. I think the team composition for these maps vary. I think Party Crasher is one of those maps where it's very, very balanced is the best way to put it. One team composition, number one, right, is going to be Pathfinder. It's going to be Bloodhound, and it's going to be Lifeline. That's one team composition right across the board. The second team composition that I think would be best as well, Pathfinder, Gibraltar, and Bloodhound. The two main characters that are always gonna be really, really, really good is gonna be Pathfinder and it's gonna be Bloodhound, mainly for that send factor, being very, very aggressive. That's for a very, very aggressive team composition. And then you can kind of like substitute that like third player. So Gibraltar can get replaced with Lifeline. Lifeline can be replaced by Rampart. Rampart is definitely really strong on this map as well. Main reason being is because of sides. So if it ends up being on this side, Rampart can actually go up here and set up walls and poke with a sniper rifle from the side. Party Crasher can also be utilized for Watson. I think Watson is extremely strong in this team composition as well, mainly because these two parts right here, the top of the ships, basically you throw nades. It's very, very nade heavy. Where the people will throw a lot of sky nades and then just send it on top of your ship or send it on top of your side and then take the high ground from you. But if you play Watson, you actually can put a Watson ult right behind this wall and it can't be shot. Same thing with being able to put it right here, and you have to like play out of position in order to stop the Watson ult. These are just some of the team compositions that help you win the map. As far as characters go, there's certain ways to play it. Obviously, I'm going to call it the 2-1. A lot of the times, your Pathfinder player, you want your Pathfinder player to basically play what I'm going to call is the off angle, right? So the off angle is the opposite side of where the people are or where the circle is going to be. So if the circle you know is going to land on ship, you want your off angle player to grab the pills and take the off angle and poke from the side. This is going to basically put a lot of pressure. And same thing with Party Crasher is you know, you can get the pill, you get the money, and then you grab like the extra heals and you poke from a distance, right? However, doing the 2-1 strat makes your team a little vulnerable, so communication is very, very important in that regard. Going into kind of like another team composition thing, Octane is very viable on this map as well, simply because the jump pad. Getting to these points, getting to these pills, getting to like the enemy very, very quickly is definitely beneficial. But on this side, there's 2 spots for Pathfinder. There's this wall, which is right here, and there's a tree, which is right here. And basically, if you land your Q correctly, which you've seen plenty of times, I will show you guys in today's video, but I basically will Q and I will get to the pills very, very quickly using bunny hopping. And then same thing with this wall. In my opinion, this side has the advantage because the tree is closer. You kind of have to walk up to the wall in order to do it. So the tree is much better in terms of speed. So as far as like breaking down the map, money is very, very important, and heals are very important for the first couple rounds, mainly because you can grab double money, like grab money here and money here. And that's kind of how you play Party Crasher. Party Crasher is just one of those very balanced maps to me, which I love because I feel like it's anybody's game and it's based off of like pure mechanical skill. I don't think one side of the ship is stronger than the other. When you have teams rotating here, it's almost like mirror image. It is simply who can position themselves better and who can hit their shots. And that's personally why I really like Party Crasher, for that simple fact of like, it just feels really balanced to me. All right, so we got a Party Crasher. This guy's name is just, I want to play Pathfinder in this. Octane's really good too, because you can do jump pad, like I said. Real quick, gonna buy the Yellow Star, double nades. So remember what I told you about on Party Crasher? What we're gonna do is we're gonna play the opposites. So I'm swinging the right side. I'm gonna grab the pills and I'm gonna grab the money. I'm gonna try to get both money because it's round one. And then these guys are gonna go on the ship. When they go on the ship, this is basically, I'm gonna just put a lot of pressure from the side. Now, remember I told you about this side has a faster way of getting to the pills, mainly because the tree is at a closer point. So you're gonna bunny hop, you're at the pill. I'm gonna come up here, grab the money. Usually nobody challenges, especially in pubs. Now they're on top of the ship. And that's where these nades come into play. And yeah. And done. That's kind of the strat on the side. That worked out way too perfect. I'm gonna be honest. What's up, YouTube? How you doing? Round one with double nades and the pressure of the L-Star is really, really good. Since we got both monies, we could do so much here. I can essentially buy an Eva if I wanted to. I can sacrifice one of these, upgrade the Eva. I have a nade, I have a battery. We're fine, right? But I look at the map again, I understand the pills. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell this, grab another nade, because I'm going to get both batteries on the side. I don't really need the Eva. I actually could save and just buy the Mozambique, but I'm not. So on this side, it takes a little bit longer to get to the point that we're talking about, because you have to grab onto this wall. This seems to be one of the fastest ways I've seen. Bunny hop, and then slide. And we're going to just leave, right? So since they took this side, basically, since you got the meds, you just leave. Because now what we have is we have both pills. We have the circle is going to be on our side. And now we have position. So you pretty much have everything that you need. We can grab the money if we want to. Which is ideally is really smart. What? Can someone explain to me why my nade did 170 damage? Hello? Anyway, since we have a lot of money now, I'm going to buy the zipline instead. Now, the zipline on Pathfinder, I'm going to show you a quick little way that you can utilize the zipline. I'm going to try my best to try to show you exactly what I can do. Now, again, I'm going to go on the right side. Reason being is because I can grab the pills very, very quickly. I get the heals. It's only have one battery. I'm able to buy a nade. I'm able to buy my ultimate ability. I'm able to pretty much take map control, or I can give pressure on the side. So grab the tree. Again, bunny hop, grab the money, or grab the pill. Now, what I'm going to show you guys is a little strat. Well, I'm going to show you guys a really cool strat that you could do with the zipline. Now, this zipline technique is mainly for mouse and keyboard users, but what you do is you basically put the zipline like right here, like this. And what you're able to do is you're able to super jump. And kind of just put a lot of pressure. So if there's anybody up here, so he's climbing, we're able to take the top of the ship. So and that's it. So being, you know, that zip line is really, really good for the super jump. You're able to, like, if there's anybody up here, basically you super jump and you're able to like shoot your Eva shots. And really, really good on that end. So that's playing Party Crasher on the more offensive side. What I want to do is I want to try to get it one more time, and I'm going to play ship this time. So I'm going to play ship this time, so that way I can try to explain more so on, you know, how to play ship. So what I'm going to show is I'm going to play Rampart, mainly because I want to show the offside to what potentially this can do. So there's two ways you can play Rampart round one. Rampart round one, extremely, extremely, extremely strong. Playing the off angle, like I mentioned. Playing off angles with characters like Rampart, Pathfinder, or even Octane with a jump pad. It's really good. So we're gonna look at the map. We now know it's ship. This is really good for us because mainly they're gonna play the other side, right? So grab the Sentinel. I prefer actually buying a longbow, but this isn't bad as well. So we're gonna go on top of the ship and just give our teammates cover from the side. So it's doing 106. Now I get to reload. It's able to do a lot of damage and just keep the pressure up while my teammates push. I'm going to charge up. So this strat is more so very effective in professional lobbies for the simple fact of it's a little bit more sweaty. As the round comes to a close, it gets a little harder. So now we can go for a gun. Nice shot. So, you know, it's playing the off angle, like I said. That's why I kind of like using the longbow. I feel like it's a little bit more pressurized. I don't hit my shots as much personally with the Sentinel that I would like to. But that's option number one. Option number two, play it like normal. I'm actually going to go ship this time, mainly because I buy 2 batteries. I'm going to let my Pathfinder player. Normally, this is how you play a character that's not going for the pills. You have your characters that are going to go for the pills and don't go for the pills. Characters that go for the pills going to be Octane, Pathfinder. It can be Bloodhound. Somebody with like a quick movement ability, which in this case would be Bloodhound alt. But for the most part, you're just going to use characters that have movement. Getting to the top of the ship and playing with Rampart, you know that they're going to be on the top of the ship as well, mainly because the circle is on this side. No one's playing the off angle, which is like whatever, but... So we're going to take our nade. We're going to sky nade it up. And this is where Watson potentially comes into play, because Watson can just stop those nades from happening a lot of the time. So we're going to be setting up, just alternate between the walls. We're going to do this wall. And every time they peek, they're just going to get punished for it. Mainly because I'm also playing the L-Star, which is a pretty broken gun at the moment in time. So they don't have heals on the other side. They never grabbed them. And you just play position. That hit me?
Giving my shields a recharge.
So I want to be a little aggressive here. Now, the thing you could do, too, is you can actually shoot people and grab their ammo or their guns, which is, you know, something you can do as well. But I'm trying to explain how to play ship, and it's pretty much like it's a very, very even game where, you know, playing Rampart, I don't really have send mechanics. But what you could do is this is another way you can do it, is I'm actually going to play ship again. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait a couple seconds before I officially set up. That's huge. So now we have a zip line to the ship, which is I get to set up quicker, which allows me to do this. I guess that's one way you can do it. So that's a strat if they didn't have that angle. But they do. So that's something you can do is with Sheila as well. Setting up with Sheila, very, very effective. You know, especially at higher tiers when people are running at you and your team is fighting, the Sheila goes unnoticed. It's all about positioning, especially on Party Crasher. But for the most part, it stays the same. That really wasn't like a crazy game to show you like how to play off angles. And the last game was showing you how to play off angles. This one was more so playing ship, buying meds, using money effectively. But for the most part, Party Crasher is a very even map. It's all about, like I said, gun skill and using your nades effectively for you know, taking over the ship.